Remember the 90s? Grunge ruled, alternative exploded, and MTV actually played music.
I wanna love somebody.
It was a golden era for the guitar, but for every Nirvana or Pearl Jam, there were bands lurking in the shadows who deserved just as much love, but never got the spotlight. These are the records that defined the decade's true grit and experimental spirit. Today, we're counting down 10 overlooked 90s rock albums that flew under the radar but shaped the decade's sound from the inside out. Get ready to go deep into the crates. Number 10, Fantastic Planet by Failure, 1996.
Leo woke up in his bed again.
If one album defines cult classic, it's Failure's 1996 masterpiece, Fantastic Planet. Released as grunge was fading into commercialism, this record felt like it arrived from another dimension. It is dreamy, dark, and utterly addictive, like drifting through deep space while your demons whisper in your ear.
Startled by all his familiar friends.
Failure crafted a massive 17-track concept record centered on addiction and isolation. Musically, they were light years ahead of their time, using space rock textures and crunchy guitar tones that influenced everyone from Tool to Paramore. If you worshipped Smashing Pumpkins, this should have been your Bible. It remains a stunning achievement in sonic architecture that sounds just as futuristic today as it did 30 years ago. Number 9, Chrome by Catherine Wheel, 1993. While the UK was birthing Britpop, Catherine Wheel was building a wall of sound so thick it felt like swimming in liquid mercury. Their 1993 album, Chrome, is a breathtaking blend of shoegaze textures and alt-rock muscle.
5 years of nothing good.
They never reached the fame of My Bloody Valentine, but Chrome is pure sonic gold. Produced by Gil Norton, the album features the soaring vocals of Rob Dickinson and guitars that glow brighter with every decade. From the relentless rhythm of The Texture to the sprawling heights of Black Metallic, Catherine Wheel proved they were one of the most sophisticated bands of the era. It's a record that demands to be played at maximum volume on a long highway drive. Number 8, Dust by Screaming Trees, 1996.
She wears a halo of ashes.
It's a tragedy that the Screaming Trees never had a Nirvana moment. While others provided the angst, the Trees simmered with a dark, earthy energy. Their 1996 album, Dust, features the late legendary Mark Lanegan, a man with a smoky baritone that felt ancient and timeless.
Waits on me so patiently, I no longer can pretend.
Dust was grunge with a soul and a heavy hangover. Moving away from their punk roots, the band leaned into psychedelic folk and hard rock. Lanegan's lyrics dealt with ghosts and spiritual emptiness, backed by desert rock riffs and subtle sitars. It feels like a sunset at the end of the world. If you missed this during the initial grunge wave, go back. Dust is a powerhouse. Number 7, Gentlemen by the Afghan Whigs, 1993.
Hear me now, and don't forget.
Gentlemen is a breakup album that hits like a late-night confession in a dark bar. Released in 1993, it is dark, seductive, and brutally honest. Frontman Greg Dully mixed soul, R&B, and rock guilt like no one else.
I'm not the man my actions would suggest.
While the world obsessed over plaid shirts, the Whigs were in black suits, redefining emotional rock. The album explores the toxic side of relationships, the lies, the ego, and the self-loathing. Dully's raw, raspy delivery and the tension-filled rhythm section make it a cinematic experience.
A little boy, I'm tied to you.
It didn't fit the grunge mold because it was too sophisticated and steeped in Motown influence. But for those who found it, it became an obsession. Number 6, Girlfriend by Matthew Sweet, 1991.
I wanna love somebody.
For the perfect power pop storm, look no further than Matthew Sweet's Girlfriend. This album is a masterclass in songwriting, jangly guitars, soaring melodies, and heartbreak lyrics that sting. It makes you feel 17 and heartbroken all over again.
I hear you need somebody to love. Oh, I wanna love somebody.
The title track was a minor MTV hit, but the album is a deep dive into the dualities of love and loss. Backed by the avant-garde guitar work of Robert Quine, Sweet created a sound that was both retro and fresh.
I hear you looking for someone to love, 'cause you need to.
If Girlfriend came out today, critics would call it indie rock genius. It is essential listening for anyone who loves a perfect hook wrapped in fuzzy distortion. Number 5, Rotting Pinata by Sponge, 1994. Coming out of Detroit, Sponge brought a working-class energy to the scene. Rotting Pinata had hooks for days and a grunge grit with a smirk attitude. You probably remember Plowed and Molly, anthems that stood out through the alt radio static of 1994. The album captured the mid-90s suburban attitude perfectly. Vinnie Dombrowski's raspy delivery and the band's blend of hard rock muscle with pop choruses made them unique. It's a high-energy snapshot of a suburban summer, gritty, dirty, and undeniably fun. If you want swagger with your angst, this belongs in your rotation. Number 4, Become What You Are by the Juliana Hatfield 3, 1993. Juliana Hatfield was the cool girl of 90s indie rock. Her 1993 album, Become What You Are, is a definitive statement of that era. Her voice was sharp, honest, and human. While My Sister was a catchy hit, her lyrics dug deep into identity and growing up weird in a pre-internet world. Hatfield never got her due as one of the era's smartest songwriters. She balanced a girl-next-door vibe with a biting intellectual edge. The musicianship is tight and punchy, capturing the Gen X spirit of skepticism and independence perfectly. To understand the 90s indie scene, you have to start with Juliana. Number 3, As Good as Dead by Local H, 1996.
You're on to something good, but
Local H was a duo that sounded like a full band on fire. Their 1996 album, As Good as Dead, is a powerhouse of small-town rage. Bound for the Floor was a radio staple, but the rest of the album is filled with lyrics ripped from the notebooks of frustrated teenagers.
before you can think the thought.
It's a concept record about the boredom and dead-end feeling of suburban life. Scott Lucas's ability to play guitar and bass simultaneously gave them a heavy, unique low end.
Has entered your mind.
As Good as Dead is a high-octane masterpiece of irony and angst that hits just as hard today. It's the ultimate anthem for anyone who ever felt trapped in their own zip code. Number 2, Regretfully, Yours by Superdrag, 1996.
In your eyes, you've already spent my thighs, and you're rocking to the next big.
Imagine if the Beatles grew up in the 90s and listened to heavy rock. That's Superdrag's Regretfully Yours. This is where power pop meets pain. The songs sound happy until you really listen.
Kissing the bride, 45 minutes aside.
Sucked Out wasn't just a hook. It was a cynical cry for help. John Davis is one of the most underrated songwriters of his generation. If this record had Weezer on the cover, it would be multi-platinum. It's full of fuzz-drenched guitars, infectious harmonies, and raw emotion.
This was my dream. Played out rockin' routine.
It's a lost gem that makes you want to jump around your room while feeling every bit of the singer's frustration. Number 1, Soup by Blind Melon, 1995.
I'm in a frame, bombarded by
Everyone knows No Rain, but Soup was Blind Melon's true masterpiece. Released in 1995, just months before Shannon Hoon's passing, it is raw, unpredictable, and bursting with chaotic beauty.
Or a man like me can easily let the day get out of control.
It moved away from the breezy folk of their debut into dark, experimental territory. Hoon poured everything into these lyrics, his fears of fatherhood and his struggles with addiction.
Down this far in the corner, I'm pushed hard upon the bar.
Musically, the band was fearless, blending neo-psychedelia and southern rock. Tragic and brilliant, Soup is a haunting reminder of a talent taken too soon. It stands as the greatest overlooked rock album of the entire decade.
And anywhere in the world I choose to go.
The 90s was about more than just the charts, it was about the heart and soul found in the underground. Which underrated 90s album do you think deserves a comeback? Drop a comment below. If you love discovering forgotten gems, hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, keep it loud and keep rocking.